Hi everybody, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. To the new people here, thank you for being here. Thank you for being such great supporters and leaving me awesome comments on my videos. And I don't like it when people leave me nasty ones. And sorry, I'm not that type of person that's gonna put up with that crap. I've had so many people say such negative things ever since I came out talking about a private investigator. My God, you think I would have, opened some kind of secret Pandora's box here. People start freaking out, calling me a scammer, telling me this is a scam. I haven't even done anything yet. All I asked for is if people wanted to be involved in hiring a private investigator. But man, it is nonstop people saying nasty things to me, not just here, and other places, and ridiculing, in other groups. So it's stupid, it's immature, I just was wanting to help Summer Wells, but, if people want to be stupid and act so immature, then whatever. You guys, I don't mean to sound stupid, don't laugh at me, but I really don't know how to do a lot of stuff on the computer like Venmo. I have no idea how to make what is Venmo or how to do it. I don't know how to do Cash Apps. I don't know how to do any of those things. And this channel is not monetized for, part of that reason. But I don't want to monetize this channel. But I'm saying to you is that I have no idea. It's not like I'm some young kid and I know all these things. I'm glad everybody's so, they know everything about computers and the ways of the world. Good for you, but I don't, and not everybody does. So, if anybody knows how to do like a Venmo or some kind of thing where this private investigator could receive all funds but the thing is, maybe it has to be like a GoFundMe, because you only want to raise so much, you know what I mean? You want to put a cap on it, because he said $6,000. And it does seem like a lot, you guys, and it might be a big waste of time, okay? This is how I felt. I felt like maybe a private investigator could go and go into places that we wouldn't go into places that others might not, like in the shady places of, the dark places, around there, places where Don and Candace hung out, friends, people that they might have partied with, that maybe the private investigator could, maybe get information about what could have happened with Summer Wells. That's the only reason, you guys, that I thought of that it might be a good idea to hire one if people were really that passionate about finding Summer Wells. But I'm not going to get into a bunch of big drama with people over this. This is no competition. I'm not trying to, be something different than everybody else. I'm not trying to compete. I'm not looking for, a bunch of people to do anything. I just basically asked if you thought that, you would like to be involved in something like that. We don't have to do anything. And I doubt that I'm probably even going to do anything, because you guys, it's a lot of dang drama already and I haven't done a thing. So, anyways, whatever. You can let me know in the comment section what you think I should do. And also, if you know anything about those kind of things, Venmos, Cash Apps, crap like that, where only the private investigator, would have access to it. So that's what I was thinking. But I don't know how everything would work. Like I said, I'm not real good with this stuff. This is my little kitchen. I don't have a real big kitchen. Let's see. Nothing exciting is all I'm saying. A very small house I have. But yeah, I don't know really how to do it. So people don't need to come at me and say, oh, she's a scammer. Oh, she's this. I'm not trying to scam anybody. I'm not trying to do anything to anyone, anywhere, anytime. So, to all the haters out there, I'm probably not going to do this, so don't get too worked up, because I know a lot of people want to get worked up over this kind of stuff. And I get it, because people were scammed during the scamathon marathon. People donated, and it really didn't amount to anything. For those people, it did. I don't even know what happened to the money, if those people just spent that money or what happened. I wasn't involved in it, and I never did get involved in it, because it felt like a scam to me. And so, no, I'm not into that kind of stuff. So, and you can accuse me all you want and say, oh, wow. Oh, and someone said, oh, contact Carl at Enchanted Life Path right away. And I'm like, oh, dear God, don't even start. Carl from Enchanted Life Path, if you're listening, this is not a scam. I'm not doing anything. I'm not taking any money from any people. I just wanted to know if anybody wanted to hire a private investigator. And there is a guy in Knoxville, Tennessee. His name is Eddie. He's from Visions Private Investigation Agency. He had, I think there was 4.5 stars. He had a lot of good reviews. And he was very kind. And he said he knew about the Summer Wells case, that he was familiar with it, and that he would work with us and help us. And I asked Ryan from Ryan Finds Truth if he would be like the guy that, he could go there and talk to him, because I don't live in Tennessee, okay? And nobody would be collecting any money. It would go directly to the person that we are going to hire, if we do that. But I don't really see it happening. People just get too worked up and filled with anger, and I don't know what it is, immaturity. And the thing is, I'm not on here, I'm not making money on this channel, I'm not on here for some big reward or anything like that. I came on here to bring awareness of Summer Wells, who's missing out of Rogersville, Tennessee. She's been missing since 2021. No sign of her. Nothing. And if you have any information, please call 1-800-TBI-FINE. But, it's just ridiculous, because I'm not on here for no big thing or no other reason than Summer Wells. So it doesn't matter to me. Like, if people want to slam me or say things or whatever, because it's no sweat off my back if I don't have a channel or if I don't come on here, okay? I'm trying to do what's good and what's right. And let me say something. I don't know about you guys or how you feel, but there's a reason that I'm telling you, God drew a bunch of us together. The Lord put it on our hearts to pray for Summer and to come together and to bring awareness of this little girl. God did that because nobody else was going to do that. And so he chose people like you and me and others to speak up and to bring awareness for this little girl. There's so many poor little kids that are being unalived every day, reported missing, and then abused and unalived. Like this little Elijah View, what a sweet baby from Wisconsin. You know, how can any person in their right mind, you'd have to be demon possessed, excuse me, to be able to send a little baby, a 3-year-old baby boy, to be disciplined by some psycho boyfriend of hers. Horrible. And, you know, there should really just be a special place, you know, that all these child abusers, child molesters, child murderers, all of them, that they all go to a special place, because, you know, God has a special place, I'm sorry, in hell for those people. That you could do these kind of things to little babies and torture them. And Audrey Cunningham, who was missing, they said she was missing. And then, you know, here this guy who was supposedly her babysitter, you know, messed around with her and unalived her. And then now there's another one I just heard about. The boyfriend was supposed to drop the girl off at school, and of course he did not, and so they arrested him. There's just so many terrible crimes going on, and I'm just beside myself sometimes, you guys. I don't know what kind of person I am, but these kind of things affect me, like, personally. I don't know what really, I feel like I'm an empath, or I just have a very sensitive spirit, so I get really upset about hearing these things. Troubles me, and badly, you know. I don't know why there's so many demonic, evil people in this world, you know. Oh, somebody told me I need to quit telling people to pray. They don't pray, so I need to quit telling people to quit praying. I need to quit praying, or telling people to quit praying. I can't remember what it was. Well, you know, you can do whatever you want. If you want to have a channel and you want to sign up for YouTube and you want to go on there and say whatever you want, but this is my channel, and I'll do what I want to on my channel, whether people like it or not, right? So, I'm sorry. You know, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but, you know, don't come on my channel and talk about other creators or start drama, because I don't like it. So, I was over at Remain Calm's channel tonight, and I really enjoyed that. And it really ticked me off listening to Don's daughter talk about what a great father her dad was, Father of the Year. Oh, bull crap, Margie. You better sell that stuff somewhere else, because we know that Don has not been in your life. We know that Don's been in prison most of his life, in jail. And where were you, Margie? Why didn't you come out pleading for your sister, Summer? It's been almost 3 years and you don't got nothing to say about your sister, Summer Wells. But your dad is such a great dad, right? He's such a perfect dad. And, you know, what about those boys? Where was all this family that supposedly of this wonderful father of yours? Where were you kids? Where, you know, you could have been there for the boys, right? You could have did something before they lost all their children. I don't know who you're trying to fool. I don't know if white boy's paying you or Don's paying you or whatever, but you're lying. And Don is not a good person, and we know that. Your dad is not good. And we heard all about, you know, Don wanting to go ahead and let Mary adopt you. Mary and her husband adopt you for money. And I believe it was $10,000. But your mother said she wanted to come and visit you, but she was going to agree to this adoption, right? Actually, you might call it a sale, because if you're going to get money for a child and they didn't go through with it, and what about your brother, who Mary and your aunts talk about? You don't believe none of that? And did you hear your dad talk about, I got to give my daughter props for being assaulted? She didn't whine like a little baby. She took it like, she didn't go whining. That's some sick stuff, Margie. And if you support that, that's really sad. Who's been there for Summer Wells is what I'd like to know. I'm really ticked off, you guys. I'm really ticked off. I know Don was home. I know he was home. I'm going to do a video in the next couple days because I caught him in some stuff that I never paid attention to before. And I was going to do a video about that tonight, but I figured I better come on here and talk about the private investigator thing that because I don't want people all worked up. But anyways, I'm telling you, Don was home, and he was in that, and if he wasn't at the house, he was in the area when Summer went missing. He was near there. And, it just makes me sick. All these people act like they really care about Summer. Like, look at Robin Lane. When I was in the Facebook groups early on for Summer Wells missing, Robin came on there and she said, I was Summer's Sunday school teacher. And she said she always wanted to be with me, be around me. And the kids always came to church really dirty. And the mom treated Summer different than the boys. And Summer gave her jewelry that Don gave to Summer. Jewelry that her daddy gave her, she gave to Robin. First of all, and I asked Robin, I said, well, did you go tell? Did you report this to CPS? Did you tell somebody? She's like, well, I told my elders at the church, and then it was up to them. And it's ridiculous because Robin knew how Summer was living and she didn't do anything. And I want to know why a grown father brings adult woman's jewelry to give to his daughter. Why is Don giving his daughter adult woman's jewelry? That is really strange to me. Because I've had girlfriends who their father gave them gifts for favors, perverted favors. And, promised them trips uptown, promised them candy, promised them clothes and makeup. I know the story of what people like that do, so I just think it just raised a red flag with me that Don was giving Summer jewelry that was for grown women, and Summer was giving it away to her Sunday school teacher. So, and I don't think it was just Summer doing a sweet gesture, probably, but she probably wanted to get rid of this crap that her dad gave her. Who knew? Who knows? I mean, that's just my opinion. I can't say, for a fact. But I'm telling you guys, everybody failed Summer Wells as far as I'm concerned. And I do believe Don was home and Candace was home. I believed everybody was home. And I believe that they did something with her. I don't know where she is. I don't know what they've done. But I do believe that they will get arrested eventually. In my opinion. I do believe that they will get arrested. I see Ziggy was down visiting with Fred, and that's okay. And listen, would I go hang out with somebody who lived on Ben Hill or a suspect in a case? No. Or a person of interest. All of them are around there. But, I don't think Fred Hill did anything to Summer. I really don't. I think my personal opinion is that he talks a lot of crap sometimes. BS. But, if Ziggy wants to, be with Fred or be his best friend or even be his girlfriend, that's nobody's business. I mean, she can do what she wants. She's a grown woman and she don't need other people telling her, who she can talk to or who she can't. I mean, yeah, Fred, I'm sorry, he acted really strange and said a lot of strange stuff, but I do not believe that he's the one who did this. I do believe that the parents did this, and if they didn't do it, they weren't watching her, and I believe there was another guy up there, a creepy guy, staying on the property, not their property, but the property right across the street from the Wells, who bought a piece of property. And I don't need to say anymore, but I think it's really strange that how coincidental that guy that bought that piece of property that Jody Sue and Andy kicked out, how strange that Summer goes missing. He just gets there and then he's gone. It was strange to me. Suspect to me. But it doesn't mean he did anything. But you can't say it's beyond possibility, because there is a possibility there. I don't think Andy or Jody Sue did anything to Summer. I think they're really strange and they talk suspicious, but I really don't think they took Summer. I think the parents know exactly where Summer Wells is. So strange, right? Like, I believe it was on, whose channel was it? Maybe it was on Remain Calm. I think so. But anyways, showing the property. There's no way anybody went up there on that hill and timed it just right when Summer was home. And, why would they just pick Summer? I mean, there was other little kids there. And why would they take a chance knowing half the family's home, if not all of them? I mean, there's no abduction. None whatsoever. And I don't believe they went down the dog trail. I believe Summer went in a car. And I believe, this is my theory and my theory only, I believe she was sedated in the back of that vehicle. And she had her good outfit on. And I believe she was being transported somewhere to someone. And that was like a proof of life for Candace and the family to say, look, she was asleep in the back of the car. She was with us. Everything was fine. But I do believe she was sedated back there, or if not injured. And I believe that, Candace met up with Don, either down the road somewhere, or in Jonesboro. But I do believe, like Jenna said, that Candace told her that he was home at 3:30, and I'm going to discuss it. I'm going to talk about this in my next video. But anyways, it's ridiculous how YouTube can be full of, hate. I don't really get it. I don't really understand it. Because, I haven't really been around the internet that long. I mean, I watched a lot of videos, but I wasn't having no channel or anything. You know, I'm not that. Trust me. If you knew the things that I went through in life, the amount of abuse and name calling and violent relationship that I had with my ex-husband, you would understand that your names or your ignorant comments are going to hurt my feelings. It takes way more than that to hurt my feelings, okay? You're not going to upset me like that. But you will annoy me. And I will get aggravated and not want to deal with drama. If you come on here, you know, carrying on or being goofy. Oh no, call Kyle from Enchanted Life Path. You know, we got to get this taken care of, you know. Get this girl to knock it off. It's so ridiculous. But, you know, I just wanted to try. Don't hate me for trying, okay? You know, don't hate the player, hate the game. Isn't that what they say? I do want to say this. I was watching Ziggy tonight, too. She's so dang pretty. I don't care if people like her or they don't like her. I think Ziggy is a beautiful woman. If she looks happy, and if she's happy, I'm happy for her. And I wish people would leave her alone and quit doing stupid videos about her or talking about her. It's like, give her a break, okay? Just let her live her life. If she wants to do her own thing, you know, people need to mind their own business, really, when it comes to that. But yeah, I do believe that Summer Wells was taken from her home. But I don't believe she made it home for no plant, no flowers. I believe they went straight down the road. You know, that niece, Marie, she did a video and shows a bunch of reflections. And it looks like when she put the dark filters on Summer, it really does look like she is beat up on the side of her head and face. And it does look like people are sitting there smoking vapes and looking in at Summer there injured. Her name is Niece Marie with a Niecce or something like that. And it's just really strange. I wanted to ask somebody who does, you know, video analysis, if they would look at that video and tell me if that was, you know, because sometimes, you guys, it looks like the pictures, Don and Candace's pictures, are like overlapping. Like you can see some of the pictures, see some of the reflections from other pictures in pictures. It's really strange. And I know they've messed with pictures. I'm telling you, you guys, this is not good. And this is a lot worse than people even realize. And I think it's all going to come down and out. And I do believe we're going to see Don and Candace at trial. And I'm very glad, because I believe that they have made their daughter disappear because I think that they had to. I think CPS told them, and that's why Don was sad the night before. That's why Dudley said he looked like he lost his best friend, because he did. He absolutely did, because he knew he had to do something to get rid of Summer. Because CPS already told him, I bet you, they told him, you better have Summer here and present her to us. They could have had her hidden in the house when CPS came. I do not know, but I do believe that it was because of CPS that Summer is gone and disappeared. So, I would love to believe that she's in a good place and nothing happened to her and she's safe and she's alive. But it's hard for me to believe that because, the way Don talks about her. And, I think he really believes, well, I think he knows that she's deceased, so that's just my opinion, you guys. But anyways, that's just a little update with me. Please let me know in the comments, if you think like a Venmo or a Cash App or something like that would work. But like I said, I don't even know if I want to because it is going to drag me into a bunch of dang drama. And for what? For what? I don't need a bunch of stress in my life. I just wanted to be helpful to this little girl and to help find her and to bring answers. But part of me is worried too. I don't want to step on TBI's toes. So just let me know, you guys. But please don't give me any flack over here. And I mean it. I don't want to hear a bunch of crap like scammer, sham, fraud, crap. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm not that kind of a person. I don't care if you believe me or not. You can look me up all you want. I've never been in trouble in my life. Never. And, so, whatever. Have at you. But, no, I don't think you should be doxing people at all. It's wrong, and you can cause a lot of problems for people doing that crap. What if you got the wrong person, and then somebody is putting their picture all over the internet? It's not even nobody that you thought. So, yeah. Anyways, that's all I really had to say. Thanks for being here, you guys. I just wanted to check in with you. And I hope everything goes well. Let me know how you're doing. Hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't. And come back to see me. I should be back in a couple this weekend. And we're going to talk about how I believe Don Wells was home. And some little things I found out. So anyways, you guys have a good one. God bless you. Bye.